Hi, Lisa here. So great to have you. We've probably been talking in the DMs, so I know a little bit about you. You're probably a high achieving woman with a family, like myself and my clients, and things aren't quite right. You're looking for something to help. Maybe your nervous system is unbalanced. You're stressed, you're exhausted, it's affecting your sleep, your digestion, maybe suffering from high cortisol symptoms, hormones unbalanced, wreaking havoc in your body. Well, I want to share this with you and see if it resonates. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my program, but mostly about some other women like me, like you, who've suffered from these kinds of issues and how they've been able to shift and transform their health. I call my program the Vital Body Method. It's based on 3 pillars. Rooted Energetics is about our connection with nature. Our bodies are actually biologically linked to nature. And most of us didn't know that. I didn't know that for many, many years. If we are not connected with nature, and our lifestyles nowadays do not support that, indoor lifestyles, screens, artificial lights, processed food for ease and quickness, it's just not supporting that connection that we need. So what I do in this pillar is put us back in communication with nature so that it can inform the vital functions of our body. The second pillar is precision energetics. Hey, we've got technology. If we find something good, why not use it? I use a science-backed energy medicine technology which helps put balance back into our bodies by frequency balancing. And it just gives us that edge to accelerate our reconnection with ourselves and bringing balance to our health. The third pillar is embodied vitality. And this is putting it all together, finding what actually works specifically for your body, because we're all, although we have the basics the same, we have different life experiences, and it changes what we actually need as far as specifics go. So finding what works for you and building all these into your lifestyle, because we all have different lifestyles. So let's put it all together in a method that works for you. Let me tell you about Emily first. Before, she had been diagnosed with many issues, unfortunately, and Hashimoto's, fibromyalgia, hands and feet in constant pain. She had pneumonia and had coughing so badly that it collapsed her lung and fractured her ribs. This led to diagnosis of bronchiectasis, ethmoiditis, long COVID came along with a mast cell activation syndrome diagnosis. She was actually on the surgery list. Afterward, within 4 weeks, the pain was gone from her hands and feet. Within 8 weeks, she'd completely embedded new habits into her lifestyle and changed her diet to one that supported her body. 12 weeks, just before the end of the program, she was walking 10 miles a day in Disney World without any pain, with no issues for her lungs. And the doctor, when she went to see the doctor at the end of the program, She was off the surgery list. She's stronger, more energetic. Look at how she's glowing here. I met her recently in London when she was over on vacation. And most of all, she could finally be the mom she wanted to be to her young son. Ashley, before she started the program, she was depressed. She was on Prozac. She had insomnia, a real sugar addiction, and very stressed. After she was off Prozac and all her supplements, didn't need any other supplements to help with sleep or anything else. Her sugar addiction was naturally under control. We worked through together reducing all the different areas of stress in her life. Insomnia was a thing of the past, and she also had 2 young sons and was thrilled to have more calmness, more peace, more positive attitude, and more free time from reducing all that stress and scrolling and sugar to be with her sons. Allison, before she had severe gut pain for most of her life, actually. Pain and stiffness in her back and other parts of her body would move around. She has a bit of an addictive personality and bouts of depression. Afterward, she completely healed her gut issues and practices an intuitive eating plan, and very much tied to her body pain, which is virtually gone. If she has a little flare, she knows exactly why that is intuitively and can easily rectify that. She's reduced her alcohol and sugar intake significantly, and she is an energetic, joyful, like they're out walking 10 miles every weekend, increased intuition, even though she was already highly intuitive, and flourishing relationships. Andrea also had very stiff and painful hands, fatigued, prone to negative thoughts and overwhelm, difficult relationships in her family, particularly with her mother, and she had suffered 3 miscarriages. She had 1 daughter, but wanted to complete their family, and they were very sad that she continued to suffer miscarriages. At the end of the program, well, actually, her pain had gone in her hands within 2 weeks, really quickly. As her energy levels have increased, her motivation, clarity, very powerfully for her ability to handle challenges. And she had a significant shift with her mother, which was wonderful. But most importantly of all, she had a healthy pregnancy and just had a baby girl earlier this year. So, such a thrilling result for Andrea. Here's some other clients. Jill had significant sleep issues, and that was resolved fairly quickly for her, and she was thrilled because it gave her more energy throughout the day. And her complexion, she had issues with her skin throughout her life. It became rosy and clear and just another thrilling result for her. Joanna, now these are the worst sleep issues I've ever come across, and she was able to stop getting up 5 or 6 times a night, and actually had energy, had life again, instead of being constantly fatigued. So that's been amazing for her. Anne had severe anxiety, due to the fact that she's looking after an elderly father with dementia, and she's now able to handle what felt overwhelming to her before. Dina had major high cortisol symptoms, and by implementing the holistic practices, detoxing her lifestyle, working on her nervous system, and working through those issues that were affecting her life, she now does not have exhaustion. She doesn't have that disconnection with herself and her family that she used to have, and is thrilled to feel again and feel joy. This quote totally embodies what I'm all about with this program. Vitality isn't something that we chase. It's something we awaken by remembering how to live in harmony with nature, energy, and self. We don't need to look outside of ourselves. We need to look within and reawaken and remember our connection with nature, our connection with the energy that is within and without us, but most of all with ourselves, to understand who we really are, what we really want, how we let things affect us, how we can live more powerfully within ourselves. I hope that you have been able to resonate with some of my clients and what they've suffered with. Perhaps you see something in yourself in them, and you also can see the possibilities for transformation for yourself as well. If so, the next step is to book a free health audit with someone in my team. It's not a sales call. This is an audit to understand what your specific issues are and work with you on strategizing how best to move forward. It's just scroll down and there's a link to book that. I highly recommend it. Go for the health audit, and I'd love to see you again. Loads of love.